that's how it all began. And
Was there an apprenticeship? Did you do an apprenticeship for X amount of time?
I did a 2-year deal.
2 years.
And then when I was due to become a member of the PGA closed the membership for 2 years because there wasn't enough jobs around. So I had to wait another 2 years, and then by this time I'm 19 and got called up into the army.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
So we went across to was national service at the time. Everyone was called up, you know. And then they called for volunteers for the AIF, so we volunteered. Did training in the anti-tank regiment. And then we thought we were going to the Middle East, but we finished up going to Darwin. And then once they started to drive the Japanese back out of Darwin, they didn't want anti-tank up there, so I came back to Sydney and did a conversion course of 25-pounders.
Oh, yeah.
Went to jungle training school at Kel Nagle, and then on the boat across to Morotai.
Oh, to Morotai, yeah.
Morotai, only over there about probably about six months, and then they dropped the bomb and called it off. And by this time, like during the war, Jenny and I got married and had children and one thing and another. So I had to start all over again, about 25. I didn't play any golf till I was 25.
Is that right? Yeah.
Mm.
Were you at Pymble Golf Club as professional at Pymble?
At Pymble Golf Club there, that's where I was assistant for a few years before the war.
Oh, yeah.
And then after I come back, I went back there as assistant. And then I was there till about 1948, and then I decided to freelance it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went out playing the tournaments, and we went to England in 1951 with Von Ryder and Eric Crimmin, and played about six tournaments over there, and only qualified in one, which was the British Open at Portrush that Max Faulkner won.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then we came back through America, played 2 or 3 tournaments there, and then Mr. Popplewell, the pro, he wanted to retire, so Pymble gave me the job, and I was there for about 4 years.
You used to have a very long swing, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
From what I got, a very long swing, and you were one of the longest hitters.
I had long swing. A lot of the American pros wouldn't believe that I ever had a long swing, but I did. Could whack it out there a bit.
Yeah.
Used to call me the Pymble Crusher.
Oh, did they? The Pymble Crusher. Is that right?
Yeah, so, and then after I come back from England, I was in the boonies all the time over there, you know, like it was rough. Wasn't driving it too straight. So I worked on a 3/4 swing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how it sort of all turned out.
You changed your short game too. I think you spent a lot of time on your short game. Because I remember Gary Player said that you had the best short game of all professional golfers.
I was very friendly with the pro at Callao, David Mercer. I used to go up there, had a couple of nice little greens, practice greens, and I'd go down there late in the afternoon and sort of hit some balls, do a lot of practice in the bunker and chipping around the greens and all that sort of stuff.
But also you're a great putter too, though, weren't you? I mean, that...
Towards the finish, early in the pre-sale, I wasn't all that good, but we played in the Tam O'Shanter. I stopped at a motel, and there was a young fella there that I was got friendly with. And when I came back, I asked him to go around to the Cushnet warehouse there and get me a couple of putters, a light one and a heavy one, and send them down to Ken Jackson, a captain of one of Qantas pilots. Well, I picked up a light one, and that was it. But, you know, I hadn't used anything else probably except a week with a ping or a week with a Ray Cook or something or other. But I used the old bullseye for years, you know, and I sent it with my driver across to St Andrews to the museum in St Andrews.
Yeah. But you always had a system with your putting, didn't you? Like,
I had a system. Yeah, I took the club over the front of the ball and lift it up, and drop it up and down a couple of times, and back short. More or less a compact.
Yeah.
Stroke. Yeah.
But was that similar with the woods and irons, with the full swing too? Because you sort of put the club down and moved the club, and you're on the move all the time, weren't you? Really?
Yeah, couldn't sort of leave it there and make a swing. It had to be me, a bit like Duffner.
Yeah.
American boy.
Yeah.
But mine wasn't quite that. You know, I didn't do too many swings, but where I pushed the driver out past the ball.
That's right.
When I took it back.
Yeah.
But I got to be, you know, fairly straight driver. And iron shots were pretty good to the green, and short stuff was good.
In 1959, you won the Australian Open, and then in '60, you, along with Peter Thompson, went to the States, played in the Colonial,
right,
and then you went to Dublin in Ireland, and you played in the World Cup,
the Canada Cup.
The Canada Cup.
Finished third there.
Finished third.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was tied up with PGF, and I took a new set of clubs across I weren't handling the PGF. And Bobby McAllister said, he said, Kel, I've got a spare set of Spalding irons in the boot. The car, you like to try those? So I said, yeah, I'll try them. I played pretty good in the Pro-Am. And then I finished up, Boris beat me a shot for the Colonial. I played with Ben Hogan, and Holden won, shot 65, and Ben said, good shot.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, no, it was an amazing situation, and then, of course, from there I went across to Port Marnock, and Peter said to me, he said, geez, you're playing well. He said, I think you can win the Open. I said, oh, I'm 100 to 1. No, he said, look, I know the track, we'll play or practice a bit. He said, I think you can win. And mind you, Thompson was in there to win himself. You know?
I said to him, I said, you can win the championship. Oh, I don't think he believed me for a minute. I said, no, I'm serious. I said, you can beat me for a start.
The road hole, the 17th on the last day, that 8-foot putt on the 17th, that was the whole...
Bit nerve-wracking.
Bit nerve-wracking.